Welcome to Movie Time, and today we are counting down the top 10 action series that you absolutely shouldn't miss. If you haven't had the opportunity to catch these series yet, they're definitely worth considering. We've curated this list based on the thrilling entertainment they provide, with many of them boasting compelling narratives that add depth to the action and elevate the overall series. If you've enjoyed this compilation of the best action series, feel free to share it with friends who appreciate captivating themes in their shows. Stay tuned until the end of the video and let us know in the comments which series is your favorite. Number 10. Stargirl. Stargirl is a superhero television series created by Jeff Johns that premiered on streaming service DC Universe. It is based on the DC Comics superhero Courtney Whitmore, created by Johns and Lee Motter. The series aired on CW from 2020 to 2022, spanning 3 seasons and 39 episodes. Stargirl is available for streaming on Max, or you can buy and download it on Apple TV, Amazon Video, and Google Play Movies. The story revolves around high school student Courtney Whitmore, who discovers the Cosmic Staff, a powerful artifact transforming her into the superhero Stargirl. As she dons the cosmic-powered suit, she takes on the mantle of a new generation's inspiration. Courtney leads a group of young heroes, forming the Justice Society of America to combat evil forces threatening their town. Guided by the legacy of the original Justice Society of America, they face challenges that test their abilities and friendships. Number 9. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi is an action science fiction miniseries created for the streaming service Disney+. The series comprises 6 episodes that were released in 2022. The show unfolds within the Star Wars universe, with Ewan McGregor reprising his role as the iconic Jedi. Set between episode 3 and episode 4, the narrative delves into Obi-Wan's seclusion on Tatooine, his watchful eye over a young Luke Skywalker, and the challenges posed by a galaxy in transition. As the remnants of the Galactic Empire resurface, Obi-Wan grapples with his past and confronts the looming shadows of the Sith. The series promises a rich tapestry of action, character development, and Star Wars lore, serving as a bridge between pivotal moments in the galaxy's history. With a compelling storyline, it captures the essence of the beloved saga, offering fans a deeper understanding of Obi-Wan's journey and the broader Star Wars narrative. Number 8. The Recruit. The Recruit is an action-adventure television series created by Alexi Hawley for Netflix. It premiered in December 2022 and was officially renewed for a 2nd season. The story follows Owen Hendricks, who joins the CIA as a lawyer, expecting to enjoy a typical first day at the office. But his first week gets off to a rocky start when the CIA receives a letter from a former asset, Max Melodze, threatening to divulge the agency's secrets unless she is exonerated of a severe crime. Owen Hendricks is assigned to it. Owen embarks on a journey in the hopes of completing the mission and making a mark on the CIA, despite his lack of expertise in these operations and unfavorable circumstances. However, the stakes are high in this game, and he may find himself in a world of deadly politics governed by shady personalities. Number 7. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is an action-adventure miniseries created by Malcolm Spellman for the streaming service Disney+. The series premiered on March 2021 and comprises 6 episodes. The story is set after the events of Avengers Endgame and explores the aftermath of Captain America passing on his shield to Sam Wilson. The plot revolves around Sam's internal struggle with accepting the mantle of Captain America and the challenges he faces in a world dealing with the aftermath of the blip, which resulted in the return of half the population that disappeared for 5 years. Bucky Barnes, on the other hand, is dealing with the consequences of his past as the Winter Soldier, including making amends for the actions he took while under Hydra's control. As a new Captain America, John Walker emerges, tensions rise. Facing the Flag Smashers, a group opposing post-blip borders, Sam and Bucky navigate complex moral choices and confront a world in flux. Number 6. Hawkeye. Hawkeye is an action-adventure crime miniseries created by Jonathan Igla for the streaming service Disney+. It premiered on November 2021 and comprises 6 episodes. Hawkeye is part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and features the character Clint Barton, played by Jeremy Renner. The series explores Clint's adventures as Hawkeye and introduces a new character, Kate Bishop, played by Haley Steinfeld. Kate Bishop is a skilled archer and martial artist who takes up the mantle of Hawkeye. The series is set in the aftermath of the events of Avengers Endgame and is known for its holiday theme, taking place during the Christmas season in New York City. Clint Barton mentors Kate Bishop while dealing with his own challenges and facing threats from his past. Number 5. Altered Carbon. Altered Carbon is an action science fiction television series created by Laeta Kalogridis, based on the 2002 novel of the same title by English author Richard K. Morgan. The first season consists of 10 episodes and premiered on Netflix on February 2018. A second season of 8 episodes, which was released on February 2020. It is a cyberpunk noir story set in a future where consciousness can be transferred between bodies known as sleeves. The central concept of Altered Carbon revolves around the ability to digitize human consciousness and store it in a device called a cortical stack. This stack can then be implanted into different bodies, allowing individuals to essentially live forever as long as their stack remains intact. The wealthy elite can afford to continuously upgrade and change bodies, while the less privileged may have to use whatever sleeve is available to them. The story follows Takeshi Kovacs, a former soldier and rebel who is brought back to life centuries after his last death, and tasked with solving the murder of Lawrence Bancroft, one of the wealthiest individuals in the world. Bancroft has his own motives for hiring Kovacs, as he wants to uncover the truth behind his own apparent suicide. Number 4. Arrow. Arrow is a superhero television series developed by Greg Berlanti, Mark Guggenheim, and Andrew Kreisberg, based on the DC Comics character Green Arrow. It premiered on the CW in October 2012 and ran for 8 seasons until January 2020. The series was also available on Netflix. Arrow follows Oliver Queen, a billionaire playboy, who after being stranded on a remote island for 5 years, returns to Star City with a mission. Transformed into the vigilante archer known as Green Arrow, he fights to rid his city of corruption and crime. Managing his two identities becomes a challenge for Oliver when he encounters powerful adversaries. Oliver, along with his allies, maneuvers through intricate family dynamics and relationships while confronting the repercussions of his past. Number 3. The Punisher. The Punisher is an action crime television series created by Steve Lightfoot for the streaming service Netflix, based on the Marvel Comics character Punisher. It is a spin-off from the first Marvel series Daredevil. The first season was released on November 2017, followed by the second on January 2019. Netflix canceled the series on February 2019. All of the Marvel Netflix series were removed from Netflix on March 2022, after Disney regained the license for them. The Punisher follows Frank Castle, a former Marine whose life takes a tragic turn when his family is brutally murdered. Driven by a relentless desire for justice, Castle transforms into the vigilante known as the Punisher. Unleashing his military skills and a thirst for revenge, he takes on criminal organizations and corrupt individuals, navigating a world of conspiracy and betrayal. As Castle battles his inner demons and confronts powerful adversaries, he becomes a symbol of ruthless justice in a dark and gritty tale within the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Number 2. Vikings. Vikings is an action historical television series created and written by Michael Hurst. The series aired on History Channel from 2013 to 2020, spanning 6 seasons and 89 episodes. A sequel series titled Vikings Valhalla premiered on Netflix on February 2022. Vikings is also available on Amazon Prime, Hulu, and Peacock. The series follows the legendary Norse hero Ragnar Lothbrok as he rises from a humble farmer to a revered Viking king. Set during the Viking Age, the series delves into Ragnar's ambitious exploits, including raids on England and France, his relationships with key figures like Lagertha and Rollo, and his quest for exploration. As Ragnar's legacy unfolds, political intrigues, battles, and cultural clashes shape the narrative. Across 6 seasons, Viewers witness the evolution of Viking society and the impact of Ragnar's actions on his family and the world around them. Number 1. The Boys. The Boys is a superhero television series developed by Eric Kripke for Amazon Prime Video, based on the comic book of the same name by Garth Ennis and Derek Robertson. It premiered its first season of 8 episodes on July 2019. A second season premiered on September 2020, with the third season following on June 2022. The series was renewed for a 4th season, which is scheduled to be released in 2024. The Boys is renowned for its dark and satirical approach to the superhero genre. The narrative unfolds in a universe where superheroes, frequently characterized by corruption and abuse, are overseen by the influential corporation Vought International. The Boys, led by Billy Butcher, form a group of vigilantes. This titular group is committed to dismantling these corrupt superheroes and ensuring they face consequences for their deeds. Thank you for watching today's video. By subscribing to our channel, you'll be the first to know about new movie releases. You'll also have access to our curated list of must-see movies, ranging from classic films to the latest blockbusters. So, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button and join our community of movie lovers today.